The vanishing of David Thompson, a desert mystery. June 17, 2024. David Thompson, a 26-year-old environmental scientist, set out into the vast and unforgiving Arizona desert. His mission? Simple enough. Survey the land, collect data, and return to civilization. But 2 days later, his car was found overturned in a remote part of the desert, abandoned, silent, and empty. David was nowhere to be found, his boots gone, his personal belongings left undisturbed, his footprints led away from the crash site, and then vanished. What could make a man disappear without a trace in one of the most barren landscapes on Earth? Welcome to True Crime Chronicles, where we explore the world's most haunting, unsolved mysteries. Today we're diving into the strange case of David Thompson, a disappearance that continues to baffle investigators and fuel wild speculation. David was a seasoned environmental scientist, familiar with the desert's dangers. He had spent years studying the land, documenting its ecology, prepared, cautious. Yet on that fateful day in June, something went terribly wrong. His car was found overturned in a dry riverbed, miles from the nearest town. His wallet, phone, and clothes were left behind, neatly folded in the passenger seat. But his boots? Missing. His footprints led away from the car, bare and unprotected, disappearing into the unforgiving desert. No struggle, no sign of where he went, just silence. The desert can be a mysterious place, but the unanswered questions surrounding David's case are far more troubling than the landscape itself. Could he have left willingly? Or was something darker waiting for him out there in the desert? What do you think happened to David? Was this a tragic accident? Or could there be something, or someone behind his disappearance? As we unravel the case, keep your thoughts in mind. Sometimes the simplest explanations hide the darkest truths. The disappearance. David's Jeep Cherokee was found overturned in a dry riverbed, a desolate place, far from any main road. The car had flipped, but there were no signs of an external collision. The damage was consistent with a rollover, but the mystery deepened when investigators looked inside. David's personal belongings were untouched. His phone, wallet, and even his clothes folded neatly on the passenger seat. But his boots? Gone. The sun blazed down on the parched earth, yet David's bare footprints led away from the vehicle. The tracks stretched for nearly a mile before they vanished. No more footprints, no evidence of a struggle, just nothing. How does a man disappear in the open desert, leaving no trace? The desert is unforgiving. With scorching temperatures and treacherous terrain, it's the last place anyone would walk barefoot. But David's footprints, the only sign of his passage, tell a different story. Why did he leave his car? Why did he walk barefoot? Could David have been running from something? Or was he confused, desperate to escape some unseen danger? Did David think he was walking towards safety, or was he being led into something much darker? What do you think? Was David lost and disoriented, or could someone or something have caused him to vanish? Could the desert be hiding more than just the footprints? Share your thoughts as we explore the next unsettling discovery. Days turned into weeks, and hope of finding David alive began to fade. But then a chilling breakthrough. About 15 miles from where David's Jeep had been found, investigators stumbled upon a campsite. The fire was still warm, but there were no signs of who had been there. The campsite was empty. No personal items, no trace of David. The only thing left was the fire, slowly burning out, as if whoever had been there was in a hurry to leave. Could this have been David's last refuge? Was he out there lost and confused, or... Some investigators have speculated that David might have encountered someone in the desert, perhaps another traveler, or someone who didn't want to be found. What if this person wasn't just passing through? Could David have unwittingly crossed paths with someone hiding in the desert, someone capable of making him vanish? The bone discovery. Weeks passed. Search teams combed the desert, but no new leads emerged, until a hiker made a discovery that would send chills down the spine of investigators. Bones, scattered, sun-bleached, partially buried under rocks, about 30 miles from where David's Jeep had been found. At first, investigators believed they had finally found David, but when the bones were tested, the results were unexpected. The remains did not belong to him. If these weren't David's bones, then whose were they? And how did they end up in the middle of the desert, so close to where he disappeared? More dangerous than we realize. Could these remains be linked to David's case? Or is this a completely different mystery hiding within the desert sands? What do you think? Could the desert be keeping more than one secret? The answers may be closer than we think. The phone discovery. Months passed. The investigation stalled. But then, another breakthrough. David's phone was found, buried under a pile of rocks, miles from where his car had crashed. Investigators believed this could be the key to unlocking the mystery, but when they powered it on, they found nothing. Every message, every call, every piece of data wiped clean. Someone had erased it all, but why? Was David trying to hide something in his final moments? Or did someone else ensure that his last communications would never be found? Why was David's phone buried so far away? Could this be the final clue to understanding his disappearance? Or did someone make sure we'd never know the truth? Share your theories, because every detail in this case leads us deeper into the unknown. In conclusion, David Thompson's disappearance remains one of the most perplexing mysteries in recent history. A man, alone in the desert, vanished without a trace. Was it a tragic accident? Or could something far more sinister have taken place? The discovery of the campsite, the scattered bones, the wiped phone, they all paint a picture of a mystery that refuses to be solved. For now, the desert holds its secrets tightly. But one question lingers. What really happened to David Thompson?
If you found this mystery as captivating as we did, don't forget to subscribe to True Crime Chronicles. Every week we explore the world's most perplexing cases, and we need your help to solve them. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Could you be the one to help uncover the truth? Join us on this journey into the unknown.